Okay, I've got my mannequin hand today, the freaky mannequin hand. This is the, oh gosh, Anais hand. Is it Anais? From Eliana Hand. Yes, I'm using my size 2 flexi tips as the nail base, like the actual, oh my God, I can't speak, to imitate the natural nail, the nail plate. And then I've just applied a nice long nail tip to that. And I'm going to just file the edges and make sure everything's nice and neat before I apply any product. So yes, this hand was very expensive, but well worth it if you take care of it. It's posable as well. I'm sure it's the Anais hand in, I want to say winter or autumn, but I'm not entirely sure. I have got the box somewhere, so hopefully if I remember, I'll put it in the description box. So yeah, I just don't want the sides to be bulky, because if they're already bulky now, then if I go in and add product and more product and more product, they're going to be really lumpy. Today's nail is themed on a TV show called Smiling Friends. So put a smiley emoji if you know about Smiling Friends. My base acrylic is Crystal Clear from Nailmate Glitter Planet. This is my size 10 Nailmate brush. My rainbow brush. It's beautiful. It's very pretty lady. I just thought I'd show you the handle because it's mesmerising. As you can see, it is pinched as well. Beautiful brush. Save 10% with code SarahB. There you go. Don't say I don't give you anything. I am going to build the entire nail with clear acrylic because we're going to be doing gel polish design work on this. So I just want the entire nail built with clear acrylic. Nice and strong. It's very peculiar doing it this way. But the colours in this nail design are just, I don't have them in acrylic. So it was easier just to clear acrylic and then use gel polish to create the design I wanted. Look how prettiful it is. So I'm building up that nail. As you can see, it was very hot. The product was drying a little bit quicker than I wanted, but it's not the end of the world. Definitely not. You can add a bit more monomer to your brush, or you can just understand that you're going to have to work in smaller, wetter beads. It's not a huge problem. We just adapt depending on the weather. We're used to it by now, really. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? La 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 la. I've got Yorkshire tea biscuit flavoured tea. Don't come at me. It's really nice. And the caramelised biscuit one is really nice. The only one I don't like is the toast and jam. It's not for me. I tried. Oh, excuse me. I tried it. But no, not for me. So yes, building the entire nail in clear acrylic is really strange. I don't do that often. It's really weird. I'm using the tip of my brush to tuck in the cuticle area, and then middle to move that product and drag it down the nail and blend it in. See, tip to tuck, middle to move. Always taught that on my courses. So I'm now just checking the nail from all angles and looking at what needs to be added and where, or if nothing needs to be added, that would be fine, but it does. She was a little bit thin, and we can't be having that. I'm extra sleepy today. I was fine, stood up, doing some chores, and I've sat down, and now I just want to go for a sleep. I just want a little nap. Just a little nappy nap. Always checking those little edges at the side there. Yes, little stress points. I find them stressful. Ha 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 ha. Mum joke. Ha ha. Yeah, you don't have to laugh. Don't worry. I'm always kind of checking and then smoothing and checking and smoothing. This is a very long nail. I miss having very long nails. Do any of you guys still have really long nails? I feel like mine have got shorter over the years, when really they should have got longer because I would have built a tolerance. But they're not, they're shorter. It's depressing. It's very depressing. Although I suppose when you've got a dog, picking up after them is easier with shorter nails. Don't know. I think you can get gadgets and devices, can't you, for that anyway? Sure you can. Blimmin' sure you can. Right, I just saw a little dink, like a dip on this area. So I'm going to apply my bead to where the dip is, and then I'm going to blend the back of the bead towards the cuticle and the front of the bead towards the free edge. And then that kind of remaining product should sit into that dented area quite nicely. I just grabbed a sneaky biscuit because I was feeling really tired, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I just need a little bit of sugar. So yes, as you can see, I'm trying to smooth this nail out because I just want the least amount of filing as possible. And there we go. Filing, sidewall. This is the bit I'm filing now. So I do sidewall, and I'm supporting the nail with my hand. Can you see how I've curled my fingers round? I'm supporting that nail so it doesn't kick out and hurt the pretend client that doesn't have any pain receptors. Anyway, other sidewall, and again, supporting the nail. So I always do my left of their sidewalls, my right there, left. Let's not split hairs on lefts and rights though. One side, then the other side. And as you can see, always supporting so that the nail doesn't bend. And then we're going to do the free edge. You can either do it the way I was just doing it with my nail file horizontal, or you can do it the other way around. And then cuticle. And yes, I'm going to actually file it. I'm not going to pull the nail out, file it and pretend I filed it. I'm going to do it this way. And then I'm laying the file flat on the nail as well. And that helps with any bits and bobs that are somewhere they shouldn't be, because it'll file it down. So if the surface is uneven, it'll even out really quickly. And you'll be able to see as well. Swig of tea. Have a drink. If you've got it, drink it. Yeah. So this is a great way to see that your surface is smooth and even. I'm using a 180 grit file, nothing firmer than that. Could go 120 if you want to refine it afterwards, but I don't need to. You can also wipe the nails down. If they're acrylic, you can wipe them with a little bit of acetone to help melt away any little scratches. But I didn't do that. I just cleaned it. Brushed it off and cleaned it with isopropyl alcohol. This colour is from the new Madame Glam collection. And it is called Frosting Fun, and that's going to be the base for this design. Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so pretty. So bushy. Sorry. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this on the entire nail. And I will show you why in a minute. This is a long nail, man. I was like, what? What? I need extra brushes. Quite long, isn't it? I want long nails, like really long, but it's not conducive to being able to pick up dog presents. So if I have someone follow me around that can pick them up for me, then all I've got to do is have pretty nails, right? I'll put an advert out, see if anyone wants the position of chief dog picker-upper, dog poop picker-upper. Right, I'm using my detailer brush to do the cuticle. We're not going to cheat and pull the nail forward. We're going to do it properly. Even though, you know, why not cheat? But I don't want to. I wanted to do it properly for the purpose of the video. So that's what I did. And then we'll do the initial cure under the lamp for 60 seconds. I've got my Madame Glam LED lamp. Again, you can get 10% off that. No, sorry. Madame Glam, you can get 30% off with my code SarahB30. So you get 30% off a brand new lamp. Woo! It's powerful as well. You'll really notice the difference. Okay. In with the second coat. Looking fabulous. What a beautiful, beautiful colour. Stunning colour. Isn't it just lovely? Here we are. I'm going to just check over it. Make sure it's all smooth in the lamp for 60 seconds. So I'm going to be now using from the new collection Fiesta Fizz, which is a cat eye metallic gel, but look at it, you could just have it like that. It's so beautiful, and I'm just going straight over because I know Madame Glam colours are incredibly pigmented. You don't have to worry. I'm going to use my long liner brush. Well, it's a 15mm liner brush, and literally just paint a shape. Smiling Friends, if you've ever watched it, it's colourful, and a lot of the I'll show you in a minute. I'll pop it up on the screen, but a lot of the adverts and backgrounds and stuff are quite colourful. So there we are. So I've painted that little section, and I'm going to take my magnet and just activate the extra sparkle. There you go. Whee! Quite simple. Look at that. It's the next day now. I got interrupted and had things to do. So it's now the next day. So I have another cup of Yorkshire tea, but this is biscuit tea. So 2 drinks all in one video. I mean, that's amazing, right? There we are. I'm just playing with it now. I just wanted the right level of sparklage. Okay, cure that for 1 minute. And then also from that collection, we are going to use Berry Bliss. It's very, very nice. Sorry, mum joke. And again, I'm doing a swooshy thing. I'm going to fill that swooshy thing with the gel. It only needs 1 coat. The coverage is really good, even over this like bright turquoise. I've used many brands in the past. There's only a few that I know that are good like this. Glitter Planet's got good gel polish as well. And I have a discount code, so if you use them, just you can save 10% with code SarahB. But if you use Madam Glam, I can get you 30% off with SarahB30. Right, I'm also using this one from the collection, which is Wish Glow. This green though, oh, I don't know why I'm so attracted to it. It's just so nice. And I just kind of like swirly lines, wavy lines. It's not specific, it's just I was doing a thing. I was going with the flow of however I felt, and this was what I felt was appropriate. Don't know why, but you know. Okay, a little bit of activation with the magnet. It doesn't need a lot. Oh, excuse me. I've been up less than an hour, so tea consumption is at minimum levels. Right, I'm going to top coat that with No Wipe Gloss top coat. And then that will go in my Madam Glam lamp for 60 seconds. And then we're going to make Pim. Pim from Smiling Friends. I don't know if you guys, follow Smiling Friends. I don't massively, but a lot of my friends and family do. And there you go, that's Pim. And you see the colour scheme on the right hand side. See what I mean? So I'm going to make Pim out of acrylic, and I'm going to do a little 3D Pim at the bottom of the nail. I was going to freehand, and I was like, I've seen some really good like freehand painted. A, I'm not sure I'm that good, and B, I kind of wanted to do something different as well. So we're going in with some acrylic. So I've got white acrylic first, and I'm just going to kind of try and build. I'm using my size 10 brush for this bit. And then I'll switch to my detail, like 3D brush, which is a size 4. And I'm going to try and carve out a rough area where the arms of the shirt would be. So you need to wait for your acrylic to go like matte, and it turns into almost like putty, but you only have a small window because it's polymerizing, it's setting. So you've got to make sure it's kind of at the right texture, because you don't have very long until it sets hard. You can't like keep playing with it and keep working with it. I could have used carving gel, which you can keep working. I've put a small bead here. I'm going to create the collar of his shirt. I felt it important that that bit stood up rather than painting it on, because it just gives it that sort of a little bit more realistic look. As you can see, I'm anchoring my little finger, my pinky finger, on the opposite hand. That really helps. Just keeps everything a little bit more precise. But yeah, I'm just using my tip of my brush and just kind of trying to sculpt the collar in. Now I'm going to use bubblegum. for Pim's face. It's not an identical colour match, but it's the closest I had for Pim. I'm probably going to add a little bit more there. I think I add a little bit more. Yeah, I do. His head's a funny shape. It's not completely circular. It's kind of, yeah. So I'm trying my best here to imitate it. One thing I did, I've kept it in. I'm not going to like re-record and pretend that I didn't make a mistake, because I want you to see what I've done, how I did it, and then maybe you would do it differently. I've done the mouth wrong. So the mouth should have come from lower and scooped up a bit like a smile, and instead it's too central and it doesn't scoop up enough. So I'm not happy with the mouth. I mean, technically his mouth can be any bloody shape you want, but I'm not happy with it. And I would have rather done it differently, but I wanted to sort of show you rather than just pretend it never happened, because we're all people that, you know, make mistakes. Now I'm going in with the white acrylic again for the eyes. He's got one eye bigger than the other, and they do sit on top of each other slightly, which makes it really easy to sculpt them. So yeah, smaller one here, and it just kind of goes over that other eye. It's that wonky kind of trippy look. I don't know who writes these cartoons. They must be off their face. So I'm going to take my brush from Dorota Politska, which is a very fine line detailer, and get some black gel paint from Madame Glam. And I'm going to add the details. So he has a tiny single strand of hair that comes out the top of his head. So we'll add that first. There we are. And then I'm going to do his eyes. They're like spirally, like literally what is he on? But they're messy spiral. They're not neat, which makes it really easy, especially for me. So I'm just kind of going to make this messy kind of swirly look in the eyes. He starts to come to life now. And then I decided I wanted to really kind of do some detail on the shirt and make that stand up a little bit more. So I've got my 15mm brush again, and I've done the central line, and then I'm just shading under the edges of like the collar and the arms areas, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. It's just a little bit of shading. It's nothing sort of super technical. And then I'm going to take my 3D brush with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and I'm actually going to sort of diffuse some of that to make the shirt have natural shadows rather than harsh lines. And I'm also going to shrink that line down. So every time I glide the brush down the line, I'm taking some of the gel away and just making it thinner until I'm happy. And then I'm just patting out around the collar and the armpits just to diffuse it. So you haven't got a line, you've got a shadow. I do hope that makes sense. And I'm just carving into that line there. Right, cure that for 1 minute. Now I'm grabbing fluid gel for his eyes. I want them to be bulbous and kind of stand out. So I thought I'll fluid gel the eyes. This doesn't need any top coat. It's a tack-free gel. It's just slightly thicker than normal gel. So we'll pop him in the lamp, and here he is. There's Pim. I hope you liked it. If you want me to do any more characters, let's just go for it, shall we? Let me know. I'll see you in my next video. Tally bye.